little bit better when it comes to spending my money. Okay, I can definitely fall into the trap of overconsumption, and I think a lot of us can, especially because of social media. The marketing these days is out of this world. It is so good, and if you're not careful, it can really just loop you in, and it's hard to get out of. It's like a really bad habit. So I think a list like this is such a great idea, especially for me right now in my financial goals and situation. I still want to like save and invest while I'm, furnishing a new home, and that will be impossible if I'm spending so much money on things that I absolutely do not need. But it can also help you to create really good new spending habits and like fix some of the bad ones. So this is my list of, I think, 16 things that I'm no longer buying. It was honestly really good to write this list, so I highly recommend doing it. And you can definitely write your list in the comments if you need like accountability partners and some inspiration. We can do this together, okay? And the only thing I have left to say before we get into this list is that I will have a playlist, my financial videos playlist down below. If you want to dive into this topic further, I have a whole video about how to break your spending habits that is full of other tips that work really well. So if you're on this journey, definitely check that out. First on my list is a new phone. And this is particularly because I've seen so many people get the new iPhone, and I honestly got a little bit tempted for a second there, and I was like, oh my God, looks nice. Do I need a new phone? The answer is no. Okay, I don't need a new phone. I am perfectly happy with the one that I have. It works great. The camera is good enough. The battery is still great. I have the iPhone 13. Like, I don't know how many years that is now, but I feel like that's a lot for today's world. Like, I see people changing their phones every year. I'm definitely not that person, but I've definitely changed my phones before after like 2 or 3 years, and I just have no reason to do that when this one works perfectly fine. So I will not be buying a new phone until this one absolutely needs to get replaced. I just have no reason. The second thing on my list is any kind of beauty gadgets, like anything from new hair tools to body care, like a dry brush or any kind of skincare related things. Apart from hair tools, which I have a few of and I use all of them and I love them, and I plan to use them for forever. Like, it works for me. I don't need any new ones. Apart from that, I just do not use them. It's not something I enjoy doing. Like, to me, it's just another thing on my to-do list that I have to do. Like, it's not really relaxing to me. So it's a complete waste of my money. I get tempted from social media. I see like, those red light masks or whatever, and I'm like, I obviously need that because they're so convincing. But I know if I bought it, it would literally just sit in my drawer for most of the year, the vast majority of the year. So it is a waste of my money. I don't need it. I have everything I could possibly need, and I do not use it anyway. So the third one is new supplements. I can be very easily convinced that I need a supplement, and the truth is I don't actually know if I need it. A lot of the time when I take it, I don't even notice a difference. I don't know if I'm creating more harm by taking something that I might not need. Like, it's just too confusing, and I don't have enough knowledge to just literally introduce whatever supplement. So besides like the few very basic ones that I take, I want to get actual blood work done and then buy supplements that I actually need, not just like whatever I've been sold or like is trendy or whatever. Like, it's just a waste of my money. It's so expensive. Like, I've wasted so much money, and then it just sits in my drawer and I don't end up using it because I get freaked out that I'm making like things worse. So it's just a no for me. This next one is pretty broad, but I've thought about this long and hard because this category is definitely something that I overspend in, and it's clothes. And I particularly mean clothes that are not on my wish list. I have a wish list that's around like 5 items, maybe even less, that I've thought long and hard about if I actually need it or really want it. If the answer is yes, it's on my wish list and it's been there for a while, and I want to get a good quality version of it. So anything that's not on that list, I am not buying, and that includes so many things, okay? Clothes that are seasonally confusing. Like, I had these like short-sleeved knitted shirts that I would just never wear because it was either too hot or too cold. Like, it's just confusing. I don't know when to wear it, and then I don't wear it. Things that are really hard to take care of or wash. For example, I have this beautiful dress, like a summer dress. I wore it twice this summer. I love how it looks, but it can only be hand washed. I'm just not, like, I just don't have it in me, okay? So I only wore it twice because I was too lazy to hand wash it. No, anything that's like You need to iron it all the time. It looks wrinkly all the time. Anything that's poorly made, like bad stitching, just doesn't fit right. Really bad material, is itchy, scratchy, just uncomfortable, see-through. No. I know I'm not gonna wear it, I'm not gonna like it, I'm not gonna enjoy the experience of wearing it, no. And then anything that just doesn't fit right or is not like flattering on me, that includes like certain colors or shades that just either wash me out because I'm pale as a ghost or just look terrible, like anything very like warm toned, which can be tempting during the fall when you see so many girlies that look so beautiful in like a rich brown or like a burnt orange. These colors were not made for me to wear, okay? And speaking of that, also any kind of trends, like trendy seasonal clothes that I just know I'm not gonna like a year from now. So yeah, that was a long one, but I feel like it's definitely a category of my life when it comes to spending that needs to be heavily controlled because I can get carried away. The next one is new subscriptions. The only subscriptions that I have are like things that I absolutely need for work, and then I have Spotify and NHL. And those are the things that I actually use. I can be very easily persuaded. Like I want to watch a specific show and all of a sudden I need Disney Plus, HBO Max, Peacock. I don't even know what exists, but I can be very easily convinced and I don't need it at all. Next up, new makeup, especially skin tints, blushes, and anything lip related. Those are the things that I actually like am itching to buy most often. And a big reason for that is social media. Just the way people make this content, and I know why because I work in this industry, is like you absolutely need it. Like it's the best one I've ever tried. It's probably not. Like the amount of times I bought a beauty product and was like, okay, this is actually life-changing is very, very slim. And those items are already in my makeup collection. They work for me. I have enough lipsticks that I love and blushes and skin tints. Like those are life-changing to me. So why do I need new ones? Like I just don't. I have enough. And just because something looks great on someone else does not mean it's gonna look great on you. And you probably already have things that look great on you. Water bottles. Another social media trend, like having beautiful water bottles. I have probably 3. Sure, I could buy a prettier one, but I have them. They work for me, like meaning I put in water and I drink from it. I wash it and I repeat the cycle. Like I don't need 10 new ones that are different colors. Like such a waste of money. They also don't stop working, you know, unless you like ruin it somehow. Like they're kind of timeless. New skincare, same thing as like makeup. Another thing that I was heavily influenced on social media, and it's helped a lot not seeing that kind of content. So definitely try to change your algorithm if that's you and you've had enough. I have very, very sensitive skin and a lot of things break me out. Like most skincare products break me out. So tell me why. I see someone have beautiful glass skin that's most likely been edited in CapCut with the smooth filter. And why do I see that and think, I need that moisturizer, or I need that serum, or that mask? Like I've never bought a skincare product off of social media that I was like, wow, this really made a difference. Never happened to me in my life. Like I have a set skincare routine that works for me, doesn't break me out, doesn't cause me any issues. It's very basic and I want to stick to that. A trap for me is like serums, because like they claim to like change so much, whatever. And also masks. I do not use masks because when I do, which again is like the same as like beauty gadgets, it's just extra work in my eyes. Like I don't enjoy the process of doing it. It's not relaxing to me at all. And most of the time they break me out anyway, or like irritate my skin very heavily. No new masks for me or any skincare unless I'm repurchasing an item that is already in my skincare routine and works for me. The next one is getting my nails done. I had a short period of time where I got my nails done, and sure, they looked beautiful and I get why it is worth it to a lot of girlies. I totally get it. It's not to me. Like I hated every time I had to get it done, and I really enjoyed the place where I got them done. I enjoyed my nail tech, like we had great conversations, love her, but always felt like it was such a waste of time, like sitting there for over an hour. It's just like, I just can't be bothered, and I can just do them at home. Just not gonna look as nice because I'm not very talented in that category, but I can manage. And also it really ruined my nails. Like, it took a while for my nails to recover after I removed it. Also, depending on where you live, it can be really expensive. So, but no. This one pains me a little bit. It's new physical books. I have a big shelf of books that a lot of them I have not read yet. And usually I buy a lot of books when I watch like BookTube, you know, and I get like recommendations and I'm like, oh, I would love to read that and have that on my bookshelf, because one of my home dreams is to have a big bookshelf. Like, I love reading. I would love to have a bunch of books in my home. And so that was an excuse for a long time. I have so many books that I have not read yet that are waiting for me to read. And the gag is that I read on my Kindle anyway. Like, most of the time I buy an ebook and I read it. And so a waste of my money, and I have enough of them that I have not read. This one's another fashion one, but I felt like it needed to be its own category. Clothes for going out or like special events. This was a pretty big spending category for me for a little while there. I don't go out very often, so the fact that I spend so much money on like heels and like pretty going out tops or dresses, like, compared to how often I wear them, it is just not worth it. And at this point, I have enough of them in my wardrobe to where I have a couple of outfits, and the amount of times I go out, like, I'm not even gonna wear all of them in a year. Like, it's just not worth it to me, especially with where I'm at in my life right now. I'm just not buying any more of them. I love the ones that I have, and I have enough. This one is a good one. New hobby related items before I've actually committed to the hobby. I used to do this all the time. Like, I don't really have hobbies besides reading that I can do at home. Like, most of my hobbies are active or like things I do with other people. It's not really things I do at home, which is kind of a shame because I would love to have that. I just am not creative in that way to where I would sit for a while and like draw or paint or like do a coloring book. That's just not me. Like, I tried for a long time, and anytime I like saw someone on social media doing it or was inspired by one of my friends or whatever, I would be like, I'm gonna do that. And before I even started the hobby, I would buy everything that I could possibly need. And it's very expensive, and it's just sitting in my closet, and I maybe used it once or twice. Like, not worth it. No. Not happening anymore. Like, I know myself pretty well. I know what I'm gonna stick to. Like, I don't need a whole crocheting kit because I realistically am never gonna crochet in my life. It's just not for me. Even if it looks nice for like a hot second and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be a crocheter. I'm not. Next, cheap jewelry that doesn't last. The only thing that I wear is a watch and then like hoop earrings. That is it. That is all that I wear. If I do need to replace it at any point, or if I lose them or something, I'm gonna buy high quality ones that are not gonna tarnish, they're not gonna irritate my ears, and they're gonna last me forever. Even if they're a bit more expensive, like, it's worth it to me. But yeah, no other new jewelry for me. I just don't need it. I don't wear it. Not for me. This next one, I've never actually bought, but I've thought about it quite a bit. I am gonna have like an office space in our new home, and I'm gonna have like a standing desk, or it can be turned into a standing desk. And I've seen a lot of girlies with their little portable walking pad, and then they like walk and do their work. And I've definitely thought for a second or two, or plenty, like, that sounds like a great idea. Like, that looks great. Realistically, am I gonna use it? Probably not. Like, I would assume that would be kind of distracting to me. And like, walking is free. You know, like, I can just have a break, go out for a walk. I'm not that busy to where I can't go out for a walk or run or do something active outside of my work day. It's just not for me. And I would way rather walk outside anyway. I get the appeal, and I can understand that it really works for some people. and that's great. I just think for me personally, it would be a waste of money, especially when walking is free. The next one is another fashion one that deserves its own category, and that is designer pieces. I had a little moment where I was buying a few designer things, and I just don't think that I'm the type of person who values designers and that whole world of fashion enough for it to justify the price. There's definitely things that I like, obviously, and I just don't think it's worth it to me. Like a bag for thousands of euros just seems a little silly to me. And like, I'm not saying I'm never gonna do it in my life, but at this point it would just feel kind of stupid financially, especially because I have so many other priorities of things I would rather do with my money that would be so much better for me in my future. Like, sure, you can sell it, or like I could give it to my daughter one day if I have a daughter, and like it's good, you know, I don't like, that's why I don't regret it. But I feel like you can buy just as good of a bag. Sometimes it looks even better if you just search a little bit more and find like a middle ground brand that has really good quality, they're really well made, great materials, and they're not like thousands of euros, you know? And that's kind of the category of fashion that I enjoy the most anyway. So enough of that for me personally, because I had like a bag that I was looking at, like a Celine bag, and I just had to come back to reality and was like, you just don't love it enough to where it's like justified to spend thousands on. Last but not least is running equipment. Okay, I like running. Recently I have not been doing it, if I am completely honest, but it is something that I enjoy doing and I will definitely continue to do. It's another one of those things where if you watch a lot of running content, which I love to do if I want to get back into running because it's very motivating, it can really convince you that you need so many things, like a running backpack, like gels, a whole new outfit, new running shoes, a specific type of app for training. Like, I just realistically need a pair of shoes, like if we're being honest. And I have more than that. So it just feels really dumb to buy more of it, you know? And I'm very easily tempted. Like, it is, it's very motivating to buy like a new workout top, you know, or like new running shoes. Like, it's fun, genuinely. And that's the problem, because I don't need it. And that's why it's on this list, even though this one pains me a little bit, but I'm gonna exercise some discipline, okay? That is it, guys. That is my list. As I said at the beginning of the video, I would love to hear yours, or like just a few items that you used to buy all the time that you're like, enough, like I don't need it, I've wasted enough money. Like, because I could extend this list, okay? There's a lot more items that I could put on it, so we can do this again in the near future. But I feel like this will really, really help me just to have a bit more focus when it comes to my finances, stay focused on my like saving goals, investing goals, and also just moving is expensive. Like, I'm gonna be spending a lot of money there, and so I don't need to spend it in all these categories because it would just be silly of me. And in the process, I would just like to change some of these spending habits because these categories are where the problems are at.